a little bit of a separate topic, but I do want to jump on what Kirk just said about balls tailing. Probably one of the lost arts of pitching is throwing a fastball. And even though in a game I never threw a fastball, I always threw at least 50 of them in practice. And the reason why that is because that allowed me to make sure my mechanics were at its truest. So my goal was literally to throw, I'd start out my pitching workout with 20 fastballs, and I'd want them right down the middle of the plate. I mean, knee high, right down the middle of the plate. And then I would end with probably 20 fastballs, and I'd want them, once again, right down the middle of the plate. The reason for that is because that allowed me to know that I was truly in line. What happens is some of the kids that do not throw fastballs have no idea how to transition from one pitch to the other because they're so one-side dominant. So you'll see a kid and you'll say, oh, I'm throwing a fastball, and the kid will, do this. So their natural break is a curveball. Well, that's great, but when I want to teach her how to transition into a screwball or into a drop, it's foreign. They don't know that baseline. So that's something that I think is a lost art that you just don't see anymore. And so we've gone back and we've had to implement fastballs back into our pitchers' programs because you don't get beat on your great pitches. You get beat on your misses, and the majority of the misses happens when the pitchers transition. I wish I could get away and say, guess what? I'm going to throw you 3 rise balls. Don't swing until the 3rd one, right? But that doesn't happen. Right? If I can throw 3 rise balls, the first one's a little flat, the second one gets better, and the 3rd one I'm going to kill it.
You can try and get this one.
But in a game, you don't do that. Very rarely. Usually we go up here, we go there, and it's not being able to make that transition pitch that's where we get beat. So I think it's important that that is emphasized with some of your pitchers is to try and get them in alignment. Straight arm, sideways to the target, right down the side, palm up, boom, and everything should just be right down the middle of the plate. Then when you start going into different pitches, you can say, all right, take your fastball, you're going to stay back just a little bit, you're going to cut underneath it, guess what? Now you're going to throw rise. Take your fastball, shorten up your stride, finish straight down, you're going to throw a drop ball. If you finish slightly to the left, you're going to get a drop curve. If I can throw a fastball on the inner half of the plate, guess what? I'm going to know how to throw a screwball. But it's difficult for some of these kids that don't have that baseline.